The Evade Spiritborn is the best Spiritborn speed farm build in Diablo 4 and the second best speed farm build right behind Sorg. And the build gets even stronger with Season 10. So if you are still searching for your starter build for Spiritborn Season 10, Evade Spiritborn will offer everything you need. You will have high mobility, can speed farm pits in under 90 seconds, and you don't need crazy gear for the build. With this build you can speed farm your Paragon level up through pit speed farming, get all of your loot early on, all of your desired chaos units and your gear setup for a second build then. I played with the build on PTR and I killed T4 Belial in 4 seconds. The play style is extremely relaxed. Make sure to pound evade on your mouse wheel and also toggle skill on your options, so you only need to press your crushing hand once and then it constantly casts crushing hands when it can. Make sure that you stop with your evade once every 3 seconds, so you always have your aspect of unyielding hits on. At the beginning it's a bit weird, but after some testing it's super chill and you only need to use your mouse wheel for evade, sometimes your hunter ultimate in between, but keep in mind to then press your crushing hands again. You will have infinite evade charges thanks to accelerated thunder spike and evade cooldown reduction, and thanks to the new electricity chaos perk you will trigger your accelerated thunder spike that allows your evade cooldown by 5 seconds with every second instead of third attack. With the chaos perk and the evade here you can already pair my evade with this build early on. In addition, thanks to the changes to our primary and secondary Eagle Spirit Hall, now not only evade will shoot the feathers to the enemies, but instead every eagle skill, which means we are constantly flying out our feathers to the enemies. And the second Eagle Spirit Hall gives us 100% crit chance for all of our skills and vulnerable damage bonus of up to 20%. Thanks to the buff Vital Strikes, we get 100% increased damage to vulnerable enemies now. In addition, thanks to multiple chaos perks, evade is even better. With chaos units like Sapasonic, Wushi, Loyalty's Mantle, and Fist of Fate, we can have them on the same time and still go for legendary weapon. Get your aspect of redirected force on it, and also slap on primary Eagle Spirit Hall potency, because that's what you want on your gear, with Storm Feathers potions as your temper. Hey guys, what's up? England with another Diablo4 Season 10 build guide, and after the quick introduction, why you should definitely choose the EVADEBORN as your Season 10 Spiritborn starter. We'll go now into the details of this starter setup. I have a Leaguestarter without mythics and I will still update the Charplaner with more adjustments, improvements of the build, and also I will fill out some of the text for the Charplaner, so I check out the Charplaner on the day when the season drops. So first of all, we're going to use the Thunder Spike as our main skill, which we're going to trigger with Evade, and which we also can reset with every second attack with electricity. And thanks to our aspect of acceleration for the leveling process, we're going to reduce the cooldown by 5 seconds with a chance. And also the Seeker for ultimate and Crushing Hand as our core skills to get the aspect of unyielding hits, and also the Ravager. So for your mandatory legendaries, you won't have aspect of unyielding hits, and then you're gonna start to scale your armor in the beginning because you need around 1500 armor in the endgame, so just keep stacking your armor up so you're gonna get the 1500 bonus damage. In addition, you're also gonna use the unrelenting aspect, because now with the Season 10 change, now every third Crushing Hand and not every third consecutive Crushing Hand cast smashes an additional 10 times around you for 80% of its damage, so we can just use Evade, then Crushing Hand, then Evade, then Crushing Hand again, and we are just casting the unrelenting aspect. And then we also have the aspect of redirected force, where we'll get huge amount of crit damage with our build. In addition, we're gonna always crit with our Eagle skills because of the addition of the new Eagle, so we're gonna have a guaranteed critical strikes and also 20% more vulnerable damage. And also thanks to our Eagle Bane Hall, we're gonna do the damage with our falling feather setup. And it's pretty easily with your skill tree. Just start to get max ranks into a Thunder Spike, then also max out your Crushing Hand as also Rampant Crushing Hand, then start to get points in the Ravager and enhance and replenishing Ravager. You can also then start get some points into here. Then also get a counter attack with the reinforced counter attack. Get your point into concussive storm is also enhanced concussive storm. Also with the aspect of reactive armor, we're gonna cast a free concussive storm at the enemies with a block chance, and so we're gonna get our shield for more damage later on when we're in our Paragon setup. And then also get Patient Guard and Auspicious, and also get your Armored Hide and your Perseverance. And then for your potions skills, get Brilliance and Acceleration. This will boost our Eagle damage and our Falling Feather damage. Get Potent, Silent, and for our ultimate skills, get Max into Seeker, Solid Seeker, then Supremacy, Resolution, and also Intricacy, so we can reset our cooldown of our Armored Hide. So we always have our Armored Hide active. We're also gonna get max of our Silent stacks. And also get Vital Strike, so we're gonna get also 100% increased damage to vulnerable enemies. And that's basically the setup. For the Leaguestart, it's pretty simple. You can start to play with Evade as soon as you get Electricity. It's pretty nice. Before that, just play with Crushing Hands. Got so many buffs with that, and then just always weave in Crushing Hands and evade Crushing Hands, evade and Crushing Hands. Now for our Chaos Packs, as I said, we're gonna get the Electricity as our blue Chaos Pack. Then we also get an Unstable Power. So our base skills are guaranteed to crit overpower for 100% increased damage, but we have a 3-second cooldown on them. But if we're gonna just cast our Crushing Hand in between, it is not that important. In addition, get Combined Strike, so our basic core skills hit for an additional time in a large area and with 40% increased damage, but it has a 10-second cooldown. And now with our basic skill, third attacks resets the cooldown on our core skills, so this will trigger every 2 times we gonna cast because of Electricity. So also keep in mind that you're gonna get Evade cooldown reduction pretty early on before you have any of your Chaos Uniques, where then you will already switch your boots out for a unique one, and you can also get this on your amulet. This will help you earlier to get a really low CD of your Evade. So then for the non-Chaos Unique, when you already arrived at the end game, you got your Chaos Uniques. We're gonna get now Loyalties Mantle for our helmet slot, so we're gonna get a 100% more potent main class hall with Eagle. We're also gonna get the Sunbird Scorched. We're gonna build up a Firestorm, so this will help us so we can move quickly, and then you should just farm pit level 30s. And we're also gonna try to maximize our aspect of unyielding hits. So also we're gonna get the Band of First Breath, and then we're also gonna use our Crazy Brew, and in addition we're also gonna use the Mad Guard, because we know we'll follow the full Storm Feathers round Mad Guard, so we can no longer be healed above 50% life. With Peace Economy, we're gonna get 20% increased damage with every 10% life we're missing, so we're already gaining 100% more damage as the base value. Crazy Brew, we're gonna get up to 80% movement speed and also 80% attack speed. And our potion has a 15-second cooldown reduction. We can still reduce this with cooldowns. This I will still think about if I should switch for another one. And then also Electricity, so it will get now cast on every second attack. And for your Rune Wells, you can start to getting your Them and Quacks, and also the Bug Char for more mobility. And then you're also gonna play with the setup. So then out the mythics, and then with your Chaos Uniques, I'm still thinking about if I should still go for Sunbird Scorched, aspect of Falling Feathers, or if I would just focus on full Thunderspike Evade setup with maybe Crushing Hands into it. We'll test this out on the live server, and then we'll report to you and we'll make an update video to you. With Supersonic, our basic skill always uses our third attack, so that means we constantly get our 5-second cooldown of our accelerated Thunderspike. Then we can also switch out our Electricity when we also don't need the attack speed any longer. Then also get aspect of unyielding hits, so we still get the armor damage. Also get Loyalty's Mantle as your pants and Wushinak Pa as your boots to boost our Primal Eagle Spirit Hall early on. Then also get aspect of Redirected Force on your weapon, Conceded aspect on your amulet for more parry damage. Then also aspect of Falling Feathers for ring, and then Band of First Breath as a ring. So you won't get all of these at like the beginning, and maybe you need to farm for them and then just slot them in, equip them on the slots you already acquired. Also for the Paragon Board, it is pretty easily. For your first board, get the Tailor and will boost your Eagle skill damage. And for your second board, get your Drive, so you're gonna deal more damage the more you move. Also get your Colossal, so we're gonna do more damage the more reserve stacks we have. Then for our next board, get your Convergence up, so we're gonna get more damage, and also get get your spirit up, so we're gonna deal more crit damage for a second last part. Get your vicious shield, so we're gonna get more damage the more shield we have, and also check bloom for more crit haul potions here, and then also the check bloom as our rare clip for more storm feather potions here. We're also gonna get more damage and movement speed and more storms feather we're gonna spawn. For last spot, take the sapping node as also the canning so I would recommend to you to just quickly navigate through your boards, get your legendary perks early on, and then after that, so you got all of your legendary perks, then equip your cliff slots in with the runes required and the cliffs required, then level it up first to level 15, and then to 45 to get the legendary effect, and then start to fill out all of your side nodes here. So if you have some further questions, please ask them in the comments down below, and I hope you liked this Theocraft build for the upcoming Season 10, and if you like this video, please leave a like and a sub, and until the next video, bye!